Welcome back, everybody. As promised, we have Jonathan Feiler from the Ocean House Resort on with us to talk more about Champaign and about an awesome experience they have over in Westerly, which is really pretty cool. And before we get into it, because I always like to start with a little bit of background before we get into the exciting stuff, kind of ease into the fun. You know, we can't start out too strong. Tell us a little bit about Ocean House. You've been there since the restoration in 2010.
Yes, I started with them as their wine director. And been with them since we were just a really pretty hotel on the bluff without all of our amazing accolades.
You're the wine guy.
I'm the wine guy. It beats working for a living.
John, the wine guy.
And the hotel is gorgeous. If you've not been there, we're right on the ocean. Yeah. We have a 5-star restaurant as well as 3 incredible restaurants outside in the summertime. Coffee shop. We have the Fondue Secret Garden in the summer.
Yes.
And of course the gondola in the wintertime.
Yes, and you're right next to Taylor Swift's house for all those weirdos that want to just go there to look at her house.
We're not too far. We're not too far.
You can see it from the balcony. Yeah, of course. I'm one of those weirdos, so that's how I know.
That was you that I saw?
That was me, yeah. I'm actually banned from the property now. I can't come back to you.
I won't tell her that I was with you. I won't tell her.
So you guys, you spoke about the Secret Garden. So is that how this partnership with Vouv kind of started? You did the Secret Garden last year, I think
we're going on to our 3rd season now,
wow.
which has been pretty incredible. We started working with them around 2011, 2012, and our relationship just sort of grew. And when we have this beautiful deck that faces the ocean. It's probably the nicest view in the state of Rhode Island.
Yep.
Sorry to say.
Yeah, you're biased.
I'm biased.
I'm
biased.
I mean,
it's probably a little true.
And, maybe one of the houses has a nicer view, but
they barely.
Again, can't
go there. We're not allowed on the property. Yeah. There's a sign. And so we were looking to do something with the property, and we reached out to Fondue and said, "Hey, we have this great idea," and they've done it in other places throughout the country and in other parts of the world. And a few meetings later, we had this amazing we had lightning in a bottle, and it's been one of the most successful things that we've done at the Ocean House, and not speaking for Vouv, but maybe one of the most successful things they've done.
Yeah, you can speak.
I'll speak for them.
They're not watching, are they? Yeah.
Maybe somebody.
I heard they were. Yeah.
There's a rumor.
So the Secret Garden, kind of like the iconic yellow pillows.
Absolutely.
And
pillows, white couches.
Yeah, and you obviously any types of tastings there. There's food. It's just an all-around sort of experience.
It's an amazing experience. You walk out and you walk in through this trellis, and then you walk outside and there's this beautiful green background. We can take pictures and have some great Instagram moments. And then you walk out and the ocean just opens up in front of you. And we have a beautiful bar. We serve hot dogs and champagne, and it's all focused around their rich champagne.
Hot dogs and champagne.
You know,
how did that happen? Vouv was cool with that. They're like,
little something high, little something low. But it all works. I mean, champagne and fried chicken is, one of the most amazing experiences.
Doing champagne and fried chicken on New Year's Day. So, I mean,
there's something special about it.
There is.
And we do a lot of different hot dogs. We do seafood. We do local hot wieners. And we do truffle popcorn. And you sit at your table and you can order the rich cocktail. We do the rosé. We do their brut. And then you can do a glass of Yellow Label. You can go all the way up to their Grand Dame champagne, which is their tête de cuvée. And just really make an amazing afternoon for yourself.
Yeah, have a little ladies' lunch and
absolutely,
or just go out with the guys and pretend like.
We have everybody that comes there, and it's not designed for any particular moment. It's designed for any moment, and we have everybody from mothers and daughters that come out, and families that will be out there. People come out before they have dinner, and just have a nice glass of champagne. And we have some guests that just come just to be out there, and they're there all afternoon.
I like that.
It's
an any moment.
Place.
For any moment. I like that. So you had the Secret Garden through the summer, and then sort of said, what the heck do we do in the winter?
What do we do in the winter?
And it's funny as we talk about it, I think Rhode Island's kind of getting into these like experiential things. You gotta do more than just be a restaurant. You have to be more than a bar. You have to provide an experience now. And so you guys have done that with the Fondue Express, I think. And so for those who don't know what that is, let's give them a little sneak peek into.
So a bit of the background behind it was we were trying to figure out a way to create this experience in the wintertime. And it does get cold outside, especially by the beach. And our president, Daniel Hostetler, had this great idea of a gondola. And what a gondola is essentially a ski lift. And so we went and found one, and it was a used Stratton Mountain ski lift that we went and refurbished. And we had some local hand craftsmen repainted in the Veuve yellow. We had a gentleman who does millwork that refinished the whole inside. I mean, and it looks like a little Swiss village inside.
Wow.
And if you go onto our website, you can see this time-lapse movie of how it all works. And we brought it to our warehouse. And they did the work, and I mean, it was probably one of the quickest things that we turned over. It was just in a few weeks.
Yeah.
And it sits right in the front lawn, right behind our 35-foot Christmas tree.
Nice.
And it's all secluded with pine trees around it. You have your own server, and it fits up to 4 guests.
Nice. Intimate experience.
Very intimate experience, and it's designed to be that way, where the Secret Garden is you can be surrounded by a lot of people. This is 4 people. You go in, and there's a tasting menu with raclette and sliced charcuterie and fondue, where you can dip potatoes and bread in. It's kind of gluttonous and very just an amazing experience. And of course, we do a champagne tasting along with it. So you start off with a rich cocktail, which we have here, and it's cranberries, honey, and rosemary, and we put on ice, and then we just pour the rich rosé right over it.
I was going to say, I was going to get mad at you for bringing me an empty cup. I was like, he brought me an empty cup. That's not fair.
It just looks so much better when you pour it.
I know. Ooh, look at the bubbles.
I'll trade you. I'll take the bottle.
All right, yeah. I mean, I won't not take a sip of that, honestly.
And the rich by Veuve Clicquot is really what everything is designed around. And it's 60 grams of liter of sugar. But it's not supposed to be sweet.
So I'm going to have a sugar high after this?
You might. You'll be running around the studio. Mm-hmm. And what it does do is it brings out all the natural flavors of whatever you put in there. So we don't add any mixers. We don't add any additional sugar to it. Just really fresh ingredients. Fresh cranberries, fresh local honey, and rosemary that we have on our property.
Nice. I love drinks with rosemary.
Absolutely. When you get in there,
it smells amazing. It's just like a whole experience as you drink it. I love it.
Absolutely, and it's supposed to be visually and
It is very visually appealing and very tasty.
So it's perfect. So you start off with that, and then we move into a glass of Veuve Clicquot Yellow Label, and then Veuve Clicquot Rosé Vintage, which is very special. We really want to make it so you can taste through all the different marks that Veuve Clicquot has. And then we brought in a Kirsch from Switzerland. It's called Iter. So it's very difficult to get, but we found some, and we served that along with the entree and then with dessert as well.
You found some?
We found some. We have a local Horizon Beverage has some for us.
You were digging and you found some, yeah.
We found some. That's how it happens,
Well, I mean, as we were just talking to Ali about, champagne has now become a full meal. I mean, you can drink champagne with anything. You can enjoy it alongside all different types of dishes. It's really just sort of like the up and coming.
It's great with everything. I mean, you ask a lot of sommeliers, and we, especially at the Ocean House, we do a ton of pairings in Coast in our fine dining restaurant, and sometimes just champagne.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have to overthink it. Sometimes just champagne works with oysters and caviar.
Yep.
And anything, and they go all the way from dry to sweet.
Yeah, so champagne is I think it's for everyone. It's one of those things. Nobody's going to turn down a good glass of champagne.
It makes a great day better and a bad day just a little bit better as well.
May all your pain be champagne is my favorite quote about it, because I'm a big champagne drinker. So you forgot to bring me a coat.
I did.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about, you said it was cold. It is. Yes. We all know it's cold. It's freezing. So now you guys have a pretty special part of the experience where you have, special, very Instagrammable jackets that everyone can wear when they go into the gondola.
We do. We have these amazing Columbia jackets. They're made with 27 recycled water bottles.
Oh.
And they're beautiful, all snow white and extremely warm, extremely light, but very, very warm. So when you arrive at the gondola, you can either wear your coat or you can exchange it for our Columbia coat. And we do sell them in our boutique as well. So if you like them and they keep you warm inside the gondola, you can buy one and take it home and keep you warm all winter long.
I know, you're supposed to bring me one to keep me warm today.
I was. It was warm out, though. I figured you didn't need it.
Oh, you thought I didn't need it. Oh, perfect. So let's talk sort of the nitty-gritty logistics. You guys are pretty booked up.
We are pretty booked up.
But there's some lunch spots, which is fun. I mean, we're in that season where you can take a day off.
Well, I say you start there at lunch, and then you just sort of migrate into the bar and, have some drinks there by the fireplace.
Yeah. Do you guys have a spa?
We do have a spa. We have a 5-star spa. You go to the spa afterwards.
Okay.
But there are a few dinner reservations available.
Okay.
You can go onto our website and see if one of those works for you. But it filled up very quickly, which is amazing. We're very excited by the by the response.
Nice. And it's priced per couple and per four, correct?
So it's for 4 people. Okay. Without the wine pairing, it's $300 up to 4 guests.
Why would you do it without the wine pairing?
You know, well, because sometimes you just want to buy a whole bottle of champagne.
There you go. That's true.
So there's options
smart.
in the world.
You are thinking. That is smart. That's smart.
But if you do want to do the pairings, there's an additional fee, and it's I believe it's for a little just over $400 with the pairing, which is really a great value if you consider the whole entire experience overall.
Okay.
If I do say so myself.
That sounds amazing. And you can go on the website and look at some pretty awesome pictures and time lapses. Yes. It's really sort of a cool, creative thing that you guys came up with. So kudos to you for that.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
We appreciate it.
I'm glad it's been successful.
Thank you. We hope
I'm
to see
glad you guys came on to chat about it. Yes.
Absolutely.
I actually went, a couple of my girlfriends were like, maybe we'll get that for our Christmas gift to each other. We're like, we're not going to buy gifts. We'll just go and
just have an experience.
Drink. I mean, we were supposed to go to the Secret Garden last year. Just, time gets away from you.
Time gets away from you. You can't let that happen. You got to just go.
I know. Well, I'm actually getting married in 4 days.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
On New Year's Eve. So after that, I'll have a lot more time to
Maybe
go
drink
and
some
drink.
Vuflico.
I will drink some Vuf, yes.
I heard some other names floating around earlier, so we'll...
Yeah, she gave me some really good ideas, but I'm sure they'll have... it's at the Dorrance. I'm sure they have Vuf at the Dorrance.
I'm sure they do.
We'll give it that. And so actually last week on the show, I was talking to someone who told me about a pretty cool New Year's party you guys are having. So I think it's Austin Powers.
Austin Powers theme this year. So every year we do an amazing black tie event at the Ocean House where the whole hotel is open and we do food stations and open bars and we have 2 amazing bands that play. And every year it's a different theme. So this year is Austin Powers. So I'm really interested to see what everybody comes dressed as.
So it's black tie, Austin Powers?
Well, there's a way to do it,
Yeah.
You can wear the little frilly tie.
The velvet blue Austin Powers suit.
I'm sure you can. I mean,
oh my God, that'd be pretty cool.
In the world that we live in, you can get whatever you want. I want to see who comes as Dr. Evil.
Oh, yeah. That would be a tough suit to get, too.
That would be tough. But there are plenty of tickets still left.
Yeah.
And it's going to be amazing.
We were talking about that too. People don't make New Year's plans until the day of New Year's. I mean, it's pretty crazy.
It's the conversation. Did you get the tickets? I thought you got the tickets. No, I thought you did.
So can you show up too to go, or you
if you just show up and as long as you're dressed nice, we can sell tickets at the door and you can come in. But they're available on the web.
Dress like a fembot. It'll help you out.
There you go.
Yeah. They'll let you in for free.
They'll let you.
You're going to dress like that?
I'm working the rope.
I heard you're dressing like the fembot.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. It's getting the guns to work is really the problem.
Are you going to have to use the Austin Powers lines to let people in?
I don't know. I think I have to do the Dr. Evil thing all night long.
You've been petting a white cat.
Exactly. I got the cat with me. I was maybe the little baby holder for the mini-me.
Oh, good. So, and what do you guys have after New Year's? The Fondue Express wraps up, in March?
It wraps up in March.
And then what do we have?
And then from there we do...
Give us a sneak peek.
So we always are doing something at the Ocean House. We have a saying, there's never an off season. We're always doing something, and we're always trying to find new events to do. Mm-hmm. So we obviously have a huge Valentine's Day dinner that we do in our fine dining restaurant. Awesome. We just did the wine pairings for the menu today.
Great.
And then
Is there champagne?
There's always champagne. We're always champagne.
Perfect. Awesome.
And then from there, we do a black and white ball where we work with a local charity, and that's February 23rd. And it's very similar to our New Year's Eve where we open the whole entire house. It's a black tie event, and we do different food stations and open bars. And then from there, we go into Easter. We go into
Mother's Day.
Then it's Mother's Day, Father's Day, then summertime again.
And then we're back to the Secret Garden.
And Secret Garden's open.
And something. You got to give us something this summer.
So for the summertime, we do a ton of events as well. We do a Swiss Independence Day. We do dinner in Disney, which is fantastic.
What's that?
So dinner in Disney, we actually have...
I've never heard of this.
Oh, it's fantastic. So we do it right on our lawn outside.
Okay.
And we have Disney princesses and princes come and they sing songs from Frozen and the other movies. And we do buffets. Okay. And of course we have a bar, of course.
Do you have fireworks?
That's a secret. So we love fireworks at the Ocean House. If there's an opportunity to shoot off fireworks, we're doing them.
You're gonna
Absolutely.
Have them. They're going off right now.
They're going off right now.
Because you're on the show.
Because I'm on here, like Jonathan's on GoLocal Pro. Shoot off the fireworks.
Perfect. Hey, I love it. It works for me.
And then we do a big beach ball in July on the beach, which is one of our our signature events. And we do Broadway on the Lawn. We do a Sinatra event. And
so there's no shortage, really.
There's no shortage of things to do.
You just kind of show up there.
If you show up, there's something going on.
Yeah.
If not, there'll be a tent going up for a wedding.
There you go.
So
that's it.
So there's always something. There's really never a dull moment. We do private wine classes as well and food classes. So we have a food forager who does. He and I have our own wine cellar with a Gagano kitchen.
Look at you.
We're pretty cool. We're pretty
cool. You are pretty cool.
And so we do private wine classes as well. So it's not just for our hotel guests. Anybody can come and learn about wine and learn how to cook.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Jonathan, thank you so much for coming on and talk with us.
Congratulations on the wedding.
Thank you. And congratulations on the success of the Fondue Express. I didn't know I was going to make a rhyme there, but I did.
You did.
And it sounds really awesome. There are still spots open, so you can head onto the website to reserve those. Get 3 of your friends. Put on some really awesome white parkas.
Columbia coats.
Eat some fondue. Who doesn't want to eat fondue?
Some champagne.
And drink champagne.
It's a good day.
Yeah, I forgot about the most important thing. That sounds like a wonderful afternoon.
It's a perfect
day. Yeah, absolutely.
And then you can stay in the hotel and rent a room.
Perfect.
So nobody wants to drive over.
The most beautiful room, and look at the view. Well, Jonathan, thank you so
much
for coming on with us. And we'll be right back with Karen Beebe from Queen of Hearts. She's going to talk to us about some New Year's Eve fashion tips. Maybe she brought something that you can wear to the Austin Powers party. We'll see. Thank you. Stay tuned in just a couple minutes.